Hey everyone, Hydra Hut here. This is Nekogahara, Stray Cat Samurai. This is by Hiroyuki Takai. If you don't know that name off the back of your hand, that is the creator of Shaman King. If you're not familiar with Shaman King, that honestly wouldn't surprise me too much. I don't know if the anime ever made it over here, and I don't know how popular the manga was in America either. I did read it though. I enjoyed it. It had a couple characters that I liked in particular, for whatever reason. But it did have kind of a kid feel to it. And they eventually introduced power levels. And anytime you have a manga with a lot of fighting, and then they introduce power levels, it just turns into this redundant stupidness. But fortunately, they didn't carry it out like some properties. They did just end the story. The artist, though, is very good at telling stories. He is very good at art. His style it's pretty unique to him, I guess. Yeah, it's very unique to him, but it's also very well done, expressive, consistent. It's good stuff. But I completely understand if it's not up your alley. This, on the other hand, is about Noriochio. Man, I tell you, these names, they just wreck my brain. But he was once an owned cat. Some things happened with his master, and he is now a stray cat. One thing about this story that I really like, in particular, obviously the art, as you can see, I enjoy it. You get your first couple pages of colored, as always. Really dig that opening spread. I think that's cool. But anyway, what the underlying theme of this book is that you can't be dependent on others, or else you become a slave, no matter how free you think you are. The way they show that is all the stray cats don't survive on their own, live on their own. They all survive by eating scraps from the humans, which has made them dependent upon the humans, which has taken away their survival skills, which has basically turned them into unloved house cats rather than true stray cats. Man, look at this guy. That's not a cat. That's just fucking stupid looking. He's a douche, too. That has a little bit to do with why I think that. I mean, look at that. Pompous freaking cat. He's a dickbag. What was I talking about before that horrendous looking cat distracted me? I'm sure it was important and vital, and probably the crux of this entire video. These two fat guys, they get their shit worked. Oh yeah, the stray cat. I really like the underlying message that it carries behind it. Also the way that they explain what a true stray cat is. This book definitely is carrying a sense of morals with it. And the character is somebody that you can... The main character is the type of character you can respect and look up to, which is nice. It's not a piece of shit or a whiny little bitch, which is a good thing sometimes. Much, much more violent than Shaman King, if you've read that before. Much more gory. The fighting doesn't end in friendship. It usually ends, well, like this. Bloody, gory death. But I really like the way he does his action scenes. The dialogue is fantastic. I really dig Noriochio. These names, man. These names. And like, check that out. There's so much detail there, it was hard to figure out what was happening at first. Noriochio, the God Slayer. So you're going to have to read it if you want to find out why they're called God Slayer. Also, there are humans in this. We don't actually see any in this issue in particular, but we do hear about them, and they do play some role in why Noriochio is called the God Slayer. Man, look at that. Look at that. See, some of the artwork is just fantastic. I really do highly recommend this. Really enjoyable read. Also, the artist likes to, the mangaka really likes to flex his artistic abilities in some random areas, which I think is cool. Like this. This is a fantastic little spread with not a whole lot going on, but it's interesting because of that. I think it's cool. But I don't really want to talk too much about this and give anything away. There's this pretty cat that I absolutely detest. I hope you all read it so you can understand my dislike of that fluffy bastard. But yeah, I would say this is definitely worth reading. It was $12.99 US if you get it from my comic store. I'm sure you can find it cheaper online. I bought it locally just because they had it when I was there and I was looking for something because there was no comics that I wanted. But I would say definitely check this out. Also, not to be redundant, but when it comes to manga, please buy, don't steal. Oh, speaking of, if you're somebody that reads scans, then you need to know that Viz, starting December 17th, is changing all shonen to be free. If you want to pay $25 a year, then you can have access to all of their backlog from forever. You can only download 100 chapters a day. That isn't really bad. I mean, if you, unless you don't have a job or don't go to school, you're not reading, probably not going to pound through more than 100 chapters a day of it anyway. But I highly recommend that. I also highly recommend you start reading the legit scans now that they're going to be free. You have no excuse to go to internet black markets. Anyway, that's enough of the hut preach. And oh yeah, I forgot there's a fag hut on. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word. Yeah, I don't care. There's a faggot hut on Twitter now. Sad story when Hydra Hut isn't the only one around. I think he's got more followers than me too. Not that I care. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll decide later whether I'm going to edit out all my F-bombs. Y'all have a good one. Hail Hydra, baby.